give up. It's dark and tired and I'm wet. Whoever told me to do it like this is, you know, totally wrong. I'm literally in pitch black, I can't see anybody. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Please, if you're new here, subscribe. That would be obviously the best thing to do right now before we even start anything. So please hit the subscribe button and yeah, enjoy the video. So guys, today is the day I'm going to lower the TT. Now we have these springs here, 20mm springs. They literally only cost like 115 quid, so they are cheap ones. You know, I'm not going to splash out on expensive ones. I did that on the ST and it was just a waste of money, to be honest. So we're going to whack these 20mm lowering springs, so it's 20mm all round. I was meant to be doing the Scirocco, but obviously mine have come first, so I'm doing mine and I'll do the Scirocco tomorrow. As you can see outside, it is a little bit wet. The weather is not entirely on our side, but who cares? It's the UK, so you've got to work with the weather. So I've never lowered an Audi before, but the car's quite low anyway, so I'm guessing it's just, the springs are small anyway, so this is 20mm off what it is, because the S-Line model, so it's lower than a standard Audi TT. So obviously, this time I'm actually going to wear gloves, because I'm sick to death of getting my hands filthy, so I've actually got some gloves now. And yeah, we'll go over and we'll start getting the car jacked up, get it on axle stands, and we'll start on the rear. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the back first. So I'm going to turn the car so it's like on an angle there, so I can get both sides jacked up on axle stand. And then we'll start on the back, because the back looks the easiest. So we'll start with the easiest first. Right, so now the first step, obviously, getting the car safe, so both wheels are in the air on axle stands. Never just do this without axle stands, because if that jack gives in and you're under there with the wheel off, it's going to be a very bad day. I don't actually think I need to get under there. I think it's literally just on the end. I think we're going to do that. So I don't know if you're going to do the shock. From what I've read, it's just this bolt and knock this sensor off, this level sensor off of the headlights. That's going to come off, otherwise when this comes down it'll break it. Right. So I'm going to support the underneath of this arm. I'm going to take off that bolt, obviously, because the spring's on load. So you want to undo this one on the end of the hub. I'm not too sure about the shock one yet. I'm just going to do this one and see what happens. I also need to pop the level sensor off. Right, so obviously I've undone this bolt, but it's still not coming down, so obviously the shock bolt's got to be undone as well. Doesn't look too hard, hopefully it does not seize on or anything. Right, so we got the bolt off for this now. Both of these nuts and bolts are 18mm. So I use 18mm on the ratchet, and obviously 18mm span on the other side. The shock one was pretty tight, but it came off, no problems. Okay, so the YouTube video I watched lied to me. They basically said they undone this, just this one, and they got it out, but no way. I've had to undo this one, the shock, and the drop link. So the drop link was a 13mm nut and bolt. I did it from the bottom because I know sometimes you do it from the top, they can spin and mess up, so I just did it from the bottom, and now the whole thing can come out now. So we're ready to pull this out and then whack the new spring in. Where is it gone? Yeah, I've got the, it's just down there, I've got the level sensor off. What you do, obviously I would have shown you, but it was too dark under there. Just get a pair of scissors each side of the, obviously the ball, where it pops on the ball joint, and like just pop it off. These worked really well actually, so tried using a screwdriver, didn't work, so I just one each side and popped it and straight off. Right, so we got the old one out now, and this is the, obviously the 20mm lowering spring. But bloody hell, that looks like a lot more than 20mm. Oh well, makes the car look lower, mint. So now obviously when you put these in, you want to make sure this one's the right way as this one. So as I took it out, I've studied up how it is, so I don't get it mixed up. And to be honest, they look pretty much the same bottom and top on this one anyway. I think this one does as well. Yeah, they look pretty much the same, so I don't think you can go wrong with these back ones. So obviously tighten everything back up. Remember which way all of these went. That little level sensor for the headlights is a little bastard to get back on. I used just these things here and like just squeezed it and went back on. It took a bit of force, but we got it in the end. So that's one spring in. So my wheel spacers have just come, but I want some copper grease for around here. So my girlfriend's just going to go and grab some copper grease, and then we'll be putting the wheel spacers on this video as well. So we're going to completely change the stance of this video, or stance of this car, and I'm doing it in the pissing down rain, so come on, that deserves a subscribe. Right now, so this side was so much easier. There was no leveling sensor. Literally took me about 15 minutes to do this side, but the wheel spacers have come. Now these were going to be a different video, but I didn't think they would come today, so we're going to fit these as well. So what we're going for, just a recap, is 20mm all round lowering, and we've got a 15mm spacer all round. So this should really change the whole stance of the car. Yeah, but this was going to be a separate video, but I might as well do it while I'm doing this job. So yeah, we're going to get the spacers on as well. Yeah, so this is the wheel spacer. I've literally just gone for the cheap spacer. It's still a hub-centric one, so it sits nice and flush. And we've got the longer bolts in here. So with the springs and this, I paid £192. So you can't go wrong. I paid like £300 just for these on the M4. So like literally under £200, and I've got like probably gonna have a lovely looking stance. The only thing I need to do is get it tracked once I've obviously lowered it. I don't think it needs tracking because of these. I think it's obviously because of the lowering, and I've pissed around with all the beam and that. So yeah, we'll fit these now, and then we'll drop the back down and see how the back looks. So I've now got some copper grease. Got my missus to go and get some. So obviously this sits on the hub here, so I literally just put some copper grease around there, so it just makes this easier to get off. And then when I put the wheel on, a bit of copper grease around that lip there, just so everything comes off nice and easy. You know, the wheel spacers, rear springs on, wheels on this side. So I'm just going to put the wheel on this side and then drop it down and see how the rear looks. The rears are now done. Looks so much better. You can see how much wider the wheels are compared to the front. Obviously it's going to settle a bit once I've driven it, but now I'm going to crack onto the front. Obviously there is going to be, I can see them in there, there's 3 bolts on the top. But somebody said to put a jack under the strut, or under the hub, undo the middle nut, and you should be able to get it out. But I don't know if I want to do that, because I'd rather get it out properly and grease everything up as I do, because now I've got copper grease I can do it. So we're going to get this jacked up now, and then we're going to crack on with the front. Coming into the engine bay, we got the little rubber I've taken off, and then on the side you got this little foam thing, just on 2 clips, pull it off, and then you get these 2 little clips which hold this down. They separate, so you get a little pick under it and pull this top piece off. They come out easy instead of ripping it apart. It doesn't give you much room, to be honest, without taking the window wipers off, but I might be able to just get something in there to get them 3 bolts. This side comes up a lot more, so this side's a lot easier. So I might have to take the window wiper off that side. So this has taken me about 2 hours, is it? To do this one side, because I tried to copy somebody who said, oh, just put a jack under it, let the middle nut off, and then you can pull it down. Nah, it doesn't work. So I got it stuck, and luckily I managed to get it sorted. But it's done now pretty much. I've got to put this last bolt in, and then I can get on the other side, hopefully. I'm literally in pitch black, I can't see anybody. So I've got to do this basically the hard way, because when it gets night, my nan don't like banging. So I'm going the long way about this, but I won't have to be smashing shit out of this. So I shouldn't be as noisy, so she won't shout at me. So that side over there is done. I'm just going to do the same on this side. It was quite a pain in the ass, but like I said, it wasn't loud. Give up. It's dark and tired and I'm wet. Whoever told me to do it like this is, you know, totally wrong. So it's the morning after doing, obviously, the car, lowering it, wheel spacers. I've literally just come out. It's like 8, nearly 8 in the morning. But my girlfriend's taking the car, and to show you what it looks like, obviously I'm going to be lowering her car today, so there'll be another video on that. But I just want to show you what mine looks like before she robs it. Because it'll be dark when she gets back, basically. Hopefully you like it. So yeah, as you see, the car is now lowered. I apologise to you, it's pretty dark still. It's sitting perfect for me. Obviously it's not too low where the arch cap's completely gone, but that is just right. And then the front, That is just perfect. Obviously we've got the 15mm wheel spaces now, so the wheels line up with the arch knife, front and rear. So just to recap before we end the video, we've gone 20mm all around lowering and 15mm wheel spaces. The front was a nightmare due to doing it the way I seen another YouTuber do it, but I did do it their way, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. I'd literally just go the long way and bash the hub out and all that. It'd be so much easier. So yeah, we'll end the video here. My girlfriend's just robbing the car. I'm a very trusting boyfriend letting her take the TT. But I need to do her car and she needs to go to work soon. Look at her go. Off he goes. Yeah, anyway, so that will be the end of the video, guys. I got up early just to video this for you. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you in the next one, which will definitely be the Scirocco because I'm doing it today.